This is my current iPhone home screen layout, but it wasn't always like this. It used to look insanely cluttered, chaotic, and unorganized. So I simplified it. Everything that you see here, from the lock screen, the layout, down to the specific apps, they're all here for a reason. This is how I made my iPhone work for me. And in this video, I'll show you how to do the same. Now, this was inspired by products like the Light phone, a minimalist phone designed to reduce distractions of a traditional smartphone, which I think the product is super interesting. I just don't think I want to spend $600 on it right now. Luckily, there are ways to replicate that Light phone style on your iPhone, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's start with what's on page 1 of my home screen. What we have here is a minimal style to-do list thanks to an app called Sync Tasks, and at its core, that is pretty much what it is. But my favorite part is that it syncs with Notion. So not only can I see what things I need to get done on my phone, but any other device that has Notion will have the same list. The goal with revamping my phone's layout wasn't just to reduce screen time, but to optimize my workflow to be more efficient. That's why I have the to-do list on the very first page. So as soon as I unlock my phone, that's the first thing that I see. Instead of my phone being a distraction machine, I want it to be a tool that enhances my overall productivity. Now, if you don't have or use Notion, luckily you can still sync it up with the Reminders app. There's also a simple add task widget that you can add to keep things quick and clutter-free. I put mine in a smart stack here so I can just swipe and add whatever it is I need to my list. I also added a shortcut on my lock screen, so if I'm out and about, I can easily add items to the list without unlocking my phone. Now, before we move on to the second page, let's swipe over to the widget tab. First, we have the email widget, which is great because I can see my 3 most recent emails. I have the weather for, well, weather, the Tesla app so I can see how much battery I have or unlock my car, and Google Maps if I quickly need to get directions somewhere. These are the apps I consider to be things I need quick access to or just to take a quick glance at. Okay, let's move on to page 2 where you can see how we can replicate the style of the Light phone. This is thanks to an app called Blank Spaces. All you have to do is open the app, add what apps you want to add to the list, and add it to your home screen as a widget. Then when you click on an app from the list, it'll direct you to that app. But did you see that? One thing to note here is that when you click on an app, it's going to take you to the Blank Spaces app first and then direct you to the app that you just selected. It's a decently fast handoff and doesn't bother me that much, but definitely something for you to consider. There are apps similar to Blank Spaces like Demify or Dumbphone, but I believe Blank Spaces has more features like the date widget that you see on the first page. It's free to download, but to use the widgets, you need to pay a subscription or a lifetime fee of $23, which in my opinion is kind of pricey for an app like this, but I bought it, so who's really losing here? But Blank Spaces isn't just a list app. It also has the ability to lock other apps. In this case, when I have it on, my social media apps are locked. To unlock them, you have to go through a brief breathing exercise, giving you that little moment of reflection so you can ask yourself whether or not you truly need to open that app. I personally love this feature because it truly has stopped me from just going on Instagram and doom scrolling. As we move on to the third page, you'll notice that it becomes a mix of that traditional app icon look and dumb phone style. And this page consists of all my most used apps related to content creation and productivity. Now, you'll notice that there's some color because I didn't want to go full minimalist with the whole black and white thing. I felt like it was a little bit too depressing, so that's why I went with red, yellow, blue, and green. Kind of like the Google colors. If we look at the app list, the first app we have is Soundscape. This is another focus/productivity app. It has a built-in Pomodoro timer as well as Apple Music and Spotify integration. So when you start a work session, it'll start playing calm ambient music while you get your work done. There's also progress tracking that monitors your focus and productivity and also includes an app blocking feature. Second app is Blank Spaces, which we talked about earlier. Then you have ChatGPT and Google Drive. Below is a list with more apps like YouTube Studio, the Amaran app to control all my lights, and the Bamboo Handy app for my 3D printer. All my apps that help with content creation. Next page goes back to the app icon layout entirely, but all the apps are in the center so my thumb can reach them easier. It's a small change, but definitely makes a huge difference. This has more of my lifestyle related apps like the alarm clock, home security, cleaning apps, and even YouTube, because it's a lifestyle to eat food while you watch a YouTube video. Hopefully that's what you're doing right now. What can I say? 90s baby, but iPad kid at heart. And the last page is going back to that minimalist list style with all my finance related apps. Going through these 5 pages, you might notice that I didn't have social media anywhere. I can still access them in the app library, but that then requires me to swipe 5 pages over. And it's just that little bit of extra work that prevents me from wanting to open those apps. So you're probably wondering how you can set all this up. Go ahead and grab your pens and papers because class is in session. Like I mentioned earlier, this consists of widgets from Sync Tasks and Blank Spaces. And all you have to do is simply add them to your home screen. But to make everything blend in, there are some settings that we need to put in place. Starting with sync tasks, go into settings and choose a wallpaper of your choice. Next, hold down the home screen, swipe until you reach a blank page and take a screenshot. Now we're gonna go into the Blank Spaces app. Go into settings and customize widgets. Click on wallpaper, import screenshot, and upload the screenshot that you just took. Then choose the widget color and text color in relation to what wallpaper color you chose. Now we're gonna jump over to sync tasks and set the widget to the same color. If you're doing a light mode setup, you should already be good. But if you're going for a darker vibe, go to widgets, custom background color, and in the sliders tab, enter the hex code 242424. Now your widgets and wallpapers should all be set up. But there is a way to make this even cleaner. First thing is getting rid of the widget name. All you have to do is hold down on your home screen, go to edit, customize, and make sure these 3 items are selected: light, large, and the sun icon. Next, we're gonna get rid of the search bar by going to home screen and app library and toggle show on home screen to off. And to get rid of the dock, we're gonna go to display and brightness and choose light or dark depending on which setup you're doing. And finally, the custom app icons. This part is a little bit tedious, but stay with me. For this, go into the Shortcuts app, hit the plus on the top right. In search actions, type in open app, select the app you want to open. Then on the bottom, hit the share button and add to home screen. This will then give you the option to upload a photo to use as your app icon. You'll have to do this one by one for each app that you want to add to your home screen. It's a process, but I think it's worth it. And that's how you can set up your iPhone just like mine, turning your smartphone into a more dumber phone. If you try it out, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.